Hello guys, welcome back to the GFS Tech. Today I will demonstrate you about the SQL Server. First, I will make you familiar with the SQL Server Management Studio UI, and after that I will show you the how to create the database in SQL Server Management Studio. So let's begin. Let's move to the SQL Server Management Studio. So just to open the SQL Server Management Studio, you need to type SQL in the search box. Then you will see that the SQL Server Management Studio app. So just click on the open. So after clicking on the open button, then your SQL Server will opening. Now SQL Server Management Studio is opening now. First time it will take the time, but from the second time it will not take time. So now your SQL Server Management Studio is open. So if you see that the one one if you open the first time, then it will show you the connect to the server. So it will ask you to connect to the server. So there are the server type. So if you see that the server type, inside the server type there are the five type of the server, means a database engine, analysis service, reporting service, integration services, and Azure SSIS integration service. These are the services provided by the Microsoft. So we will focus on the database engine service. So first, and this is the after that server name, you need to provide the server name. So what is the server name? So in our case, this is the server name is what? Your system name. So this is our server. So this is our desktop server name. Okay, and after that authentication, there are the authentication mode. If you see that there are the five type of the authentication: Windows authentication, SQL Server authentication, Azure Active Directory, Universal with MFA, Azure Active Directory password, Azure Active Directory integrated. So we will connect with the Azure, we will connect with the Windows authentication mode. After that, after that, what you have to do? You have to click on the connect button. So once you will click on the connect button, your server is connected. How you will identify that the server is connected? So if you see that there is the green light, this green button is showing that you are connected to the server. So this is your server instance. Okay, so this is your server. If you see that this is your server. Okay, so you are connected with the server. If you want to disconnect the server, how you will do that? You have to just click here disconnect button, so it will disconnect. So again you want to connect, then you have to click here. So pl plug sign, so it will connect to the server. So what you have to do, you know that this is the server name, you have to provide the authentication mode, then you have to hit on the connect button, then serve your database server will connected. So if you open in sometime this object explorer window is closed, so how you will open this object explorer window also? So I will make you the familiar with that. What I will do, I will close this window first, then how you will open that object explorer window? You have to go to the view, and after that you have to click on the object explorer, then it will open it. Okay, so now object explorer window is open. So now inside the object explorer window, if you see that there are the many folder. So one is database, another one the security, other one is the services, replication, polybase, always high availability, management, integration service, and the agent. So what is this database? So inside first we will click on the database. So because we will focus on the database side only, so if you click on the database, so inside the database you will see that the system database also. So there are the four type of the system database. If you click on the plus sign, then it will show the master database, model database, MSDB, temp DB. So why we use that master database? So master database, it is a default database of SQL Server which will store all data, all system level information of a SQL Server. Means here the system level information is nothing but that configuration file details, database details, user details, login details, and system object details. And if you come to the model database, so So model database, what we will come into the model database means it will act like as a template for creating a new database into the SQL server. And this the third one is the MSDB. This is what MSDB. This is the it is stand for the Microsoft database, and which will store all backup file information which was created by the user in SQL Server. And after that we have the temp DB. So temp DB is what means it is a temporary database memory which will allocated by the system when user connect to the database server. So I will show you the some basic query also. So some basic query like in the inside this master database, in some basic query, if you want to see that, just click the new query. So if you want to see that the some configurations file, so what you have to do, you have to just select star from sys configures. So if you select this and run, so you can run with this execute command also, and you can run with by a keyboard shortcut, press F5. So if you press the F5 it will run, so it will show you the configures file like configure detail means if you see that there are the config file 102, allow update system table, and number of lock for the all users, number of open database object, default fill factor percentage, all triggered, and all there are the so many thing is there. So this is the inside the master database. And if you see that there are the another command is also there. If you want to see the all database detail, so what you have to do, select star from sys databases. So if you run this command, so these are the database in this server, how many database is created. So if you see that all the database will show here, we have that, right? So how many database we have, so all the database will be there. DB ID it will show, SID it will show, mode is it will show, status created it when this is created, and this is result. And after that there are the category also, and file version also will show, and it will show the location or the file name also will show there. So if you want to see that, and after that you can check one more thing also, you can check there if you want to see the user detail, how many user is created in inside the server. So select star from sys users. If you run this, just to run this, press the F5 button from the keyboard, or you can click here execute button, so it will run. So this will show you the user detail. So username like this. So this is the username, guest user, these many user are there. Okay, so these many user are there, so it will show like that. And if you want to, if you want to check for the login also, if you want to check for the login, so what you will do, you need to select star from sys logins. This will show you the login detail. So these many login is there. So who is login? So these many logins detail will show. SA in the master. So these many login is there. So these all these things are used by the DBA. But I am showing you this basic information, so it will help you. And if you want to see the all object, how many object is created into the database, so select star from sys select star from sys objects. So these are the object details. Like if you see that how many object is created means this is the procedure. Object name is what means procedure. And if you see that sp underscore, so these are the system procedures like procedures, tables, functions. Fs means functions, table. So these are the procedures and all the system procedures. Okay, so there are the so many procedures. If you want to see that dm, so all these are the system procedures and table. So if you want to see the system object, you can run this command. You can run this command in any database also. So this is these are the 5 important command. So I have shown you. So now we will go to the how to create the database with using the GUI. First I will show you the these are the system database I have explained you. Okay, and these are the 4 system database, and now we will go to the user defined database. So how you will create the user defined database, as like these are the user defined database. Okay, this is created by the user. So now we will create the new database. So how we will create, you have to just click on the right click on the database, and then you have to click on the new database. Once you will click on the new database, the new database window will open. Here you will see that the inside the journal page, jour general page, you have to select the database name. So you will give their database name SQL 2024. Then this is your database name, and you can give the owner also, but these activities done by the DBA. And coming to the data file, there are the 2 type of the files. Means one is the raw file and another one is the data file, log file. Raw data means complete data, and log file is related the log information, it will be there. So these things is mostly required to the DBA. So if you see that the file group name and the initial file size, means once you will create the database, what will be the initial size of that, and what will be the auto growth and max size. What will be the max size means it will be depend on the your hard disks. So there are the, and come to this is your file location where your database files will save. And and once you click on the OK button, then your database will be will create. So now your database has been created. Okay, and now if you want to delete this database, then what you will do? So you just have to right click, then you need to go to delete. So it will ask you to delete the database. Okay, so if you click here, then what it will do, it will delete the database. Okay, and now I will show you how to create the database using query. So what you have to do, you need to write the command create database, then database name SQL 2024. Then you have to select this command and you have to click on the execute button. So what will happen? The your database has been created SQL 2024, but we are not able to see the database where it is. So we will just refresh it, and then you will see that the SQL 2024 has been created. If now you can see that this SQL 24. Now if this video is help you, so please like, thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. We will meet you in next topic. Thank you guys. Happy learning.